as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Dallas Cowboys.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They start the drive with Vaughn. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. You talk about this Washington defense. Right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
With their lack of pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league. So there's the conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
Back to throw. Pickett.
Escaping the pressure right. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
To about the 48-yard line. The Cowboys at 2-7 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Now Pickett will look to pass it. A short one there to Freiermuth.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Now Pickett.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Now, these two teams met in our nation's capital earlier this season with the Commanders picking up the win at FedEx Field. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Dallas. Once more, Gibson.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Now I'll try to pick it up on 3rd.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down.
And Howe will throw it.
And it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. 20. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now they send a man in motion right. They'll start out here with a jet sweep.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
A gain of 3 brings us 2nd and goal.
Vaughn is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
And when you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays in the backfield.
Vaughn again, but he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss.
That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And how about that return as he's all the way inside the 20-yard line.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe...
Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Vaughn on 1st and 10.
A nice little juke. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
Rolling to his left. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Commanders are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line.
A gain of 3, second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again with Gibson.
And he gets this up just shy of the 15. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
The Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2.
So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14.
With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it.
His throw incomplete.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
That's now 6 dropbacks, 6 incompletions. Yeah, the defense been pretty good early, but he's got to start hitting some of those throws. He's making them better than what they actually are.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Now Howell. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Straight ahead, Gibson.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, there's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Here's Howell.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
Howell going to go for it.
And got his man complete. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
I'll tell you what, this is not for the faint of heart right here. 4th down, this is taking a big risk. But it's as good a play call as you can imagine. And the defense just not able to come up with the stop they needed. And this is not just a 1st down, but a big play as well.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Second and 10. A give up the middle to Gibson.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
The tackle made at the 6-yard line. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Howell from the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And once again, that middle going to be clogged up as he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Howell, third and goal. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. Throwing here, Howell. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. They can't hook up on 4th and goal from the 4, and this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll begin on the ground here with Vaughn. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Okay, every now and then my defensive bias will leak out here. Abysmal play for them. You've got them backed up, and you let them in.
Take advantage. And you know who's happy? The punter. Because if he was needed, they gave him a lot of space to work with now.
Yeah, because he would have had a lot to think about, right? Don't step over the...
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
A handoff for Gibson. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. From the 32-yard line now, here's a second down and 6.
Second and 6.
Back to throw, Howell. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. On first down, Howell. He'll look to Gesicki on the out route. Ball is caught. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll make it second down. They'll try the left side with Gibson. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Second down, Howell back to pass. Looking for the climb, and he's got it. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And Washington has taken the lead. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And does Washington have it? They do. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
A handoff running left is Gibson. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 49 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
Let's go. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Powell. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Powell now to throw it. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
2nd down, Howell now. And he'll complete this to Gibson. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 26. Howell looking to throw again. He's got it to Gibson. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. The end result, 21 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Gibson. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it with Gibson. 6 yards puts him right on the doorstep, and now it'll be 4th and goal. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. Powell in the QB sneak. Try to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
On 2nd down, it's Vaughn. Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety. And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. One last shot before the break. Howell. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gotw, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
First down, Howell to throw. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Howell, he'll look to throw it. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
Gibson here running out of the gun.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington.
A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Commanders take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2.
Not going to get in there. He stopped short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. And the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. And the Cowboys are able to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. To the air on 1st down with Pickett.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 26-yard line.
Now Pickett. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And the Commanders will take over here at their own 12-yard line. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 20-yard line.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
And that could have been the lifeline they needed. This is a play that could have been made. Instead, it's just going to fall incomplete.
They'll run with Gibson.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
And the Washington first down.
And now what's this? They fake the spike. He'll throw it. That one downfield for Dotson. And that is going to wind up incomplete. So they try to hit him with something you don't see too often. But it doesn't work out.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Howell, another throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Washington.
Howell to the air on 1st and 10. This one left side caught by Gibson.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
It's Howell with another throw.
He'll buy some time right.
Back to Gibson and another catch for him.
They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Here's Howell.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
Oh, this offense is staying put. They're just 1 for 4 in these situations so far, but they're going again on 4th down.
Now Howell. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
First and goal at the 7-yard.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Out of the gun, it's Howell.
And it's caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington.
Gibson diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that will make this a 19-point game. And the touchdown apparently not enough. They want more, an onside kick. And the Cowboys are able to recover. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
From the 42-yard line, here's second down and 5.
19 tight. 70 range. 70 range.
And they'll send Pickens in motion right here. Looking to throw, Pickett.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Multiple defenders in there to bring him down as this quarter comes to an end.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters.
Finds Pickens outright. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Pickett, 4th down, desperation time.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad. Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play. But in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders will take over here just shy of the 30.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 34-yard line.
Throwing here, Howell.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Howell's pass.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
Howell and the Commanders come up now 1st and 10
at their 38. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
That one downfield for Dotson.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half.
There he goes, left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
He'll go right back to St. Brown.
Takes this to the 45. Broken tackle. Bought him a little extra space.
From the gun, here's Pickett. He's got this to Pickens.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
That's good for a Cowboys.
Pickett now on 1st down. Got an open man, it's Pickens.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line.
Pickett, he's going to throw it again.
That is caught.
And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Now Pickett looking to change things up.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
St. Brown in motion right. On the ground with Vaughn.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. But just add that to the list of great moments for this defense today. They've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, and they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick 6?
And the Cowboys are able to recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
70 range, 70 range. Track at 60. Hut, hut.
Pickett sets up play action. A short one there to Freiermuth.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
That's good for a Cowboys. 1st down.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett.
Out to his left.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion brings us 1 step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Off play action, Pickett. Pickens is there on the crossing route.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
And the Cowboys
They'll throw again with Pickett.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Pickett throwing again on 2nd down.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Kenny Pickett,
A 12-yard touchdown run.
and the Cowboys are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point attempt to come here. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Let's go now.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel.
Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, 40 yards.
And the Commanders look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. And I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. Shreds the tackle. And the Cowboys are able to recover.
Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett.
And now here is another interception.
Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands.
And my goodness, another interception. Now, I'm starting to wonder, Charles, with 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been in the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Benjamin St. Just on the coverage.
Pickett back to throw.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown!
George Pickens.
33 yards.
And the Cowboys get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Pickett will try to throw for this.
On the move to his left. That's caught. And this play is not going to work. He's out of bounds, well shy of the goal line, and the try for two, unsuccessful. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick.
And this is going to be covered up by Washington.
Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
Second down, Howell back to pass. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout.
That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Howell throwing on third down here.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was